Alright, welcome back everyone. This is going to be part 2 of the painting Anipaint walkthrough. We're starting back painting just on the flat layer. I tend to add like a little bit of a line art and then go in on the same layer and just add some colors to it. I really like this method because I can smear the lines a little bit as I'm working. And I'm also going in with my highlights, just sort of lining as I go to make it more coherent. And again, I will go into my painting process a little further and a little more in depth in the future. I haven't animated anything yet, just getting the base image down, but you see I've left the mouth. The mouth is gone just because I know I'm going to animate that. So I'm going to make it easier for me and just leave it off so that I can go through that later. Oop, music change. Alright. About my painting process, all I can really say is that I really enjoy using saturated colors, but using like a really sort of unsaturated version of that color when I first start lining things. I'll go back in and start adding more outlines later on. But this method allows me to change things about the line art very quickly, to change things about the shading very quickly. So it's a very messy process. As you can see, I'm going in with the foot, just adding in the toes, erasing things that don't need to be there, and then going in with the outline afterwards. So again, this method's not for everyone. I thought about doing something with the wings, but I decided against it, so I'm just going in with the tail, and I'm thinking, oh, maybe I'll do something with the tail. Wasn't really sold on it yet, so I left it pretty mild and pretty undetailed, in case I did want to go in and do some of that later. I'm starting to do animation. What I've done is I've just created, well, no I haven't, but I go in and I create a folder with a layer dedicated to that section of the animation. No, I'm just putting stars on. Yay, stars! My gracious. Alright, so I played with putting it in overlay, putting it in multiply. Decided that multiply would probably work best for what I was doing. And this method's really therapeutic for me. It's just very cathartic. Oh, okay, so here's the first start of the animation. It sounds like a pain in the butt, but really all I do is I go ahead and draw a layer, I lower the opacity, start a new layer on top of it, and treat it like an onion skin. Unfortunately, there's no built-in way for Sai to do animation like this. However, there is a fan-made program, which I will put in the description, that allows you to export PNG files and just look at the animation. It doesn't export yet. Oh gosh, it looks so scary when it has all the layers at the proper opacity. You do have to go back in, change the opacity once more. I do all of my compiling in Photoshop. But first I'm going to work on doing an eye blink. Alright. Or no, it was going to be the eyebrows next. And I have a folder for every separate animation, so that way I don't have it all, in one area. Because when we get into Photoshop, I'll show you how I actually compile things. Right now, I'm just going in, and this is why the painting method works so well for these, because you saw how easily it is just to make edits very quickly in a separate layer that makes it look like it's all one layer, because the outline is in the same layer as the color is. And that is all that we have for right now. I'm just going to do that eye blink. But keep tuned, and part 3, where we actually start compiling things, will be coming in soon. Thanks.